This week, millions of you will be sending in your federal tax returns. But Fox's Jim Angle explains no matter how much money the government takes in, it won't be enough to cover all the plans for federal spending. Taxes are going up, so who will pay?
President Obama is counting on doubling federal revenues in the next decade, so the search for cash is on, with the first effort coming at the end of this year, when the president will let part of the Bush tax cuts expire, but reinstate others.
Given the serious longer-term fiscal problems the country faces, we just can't afford to continue the tax cuts for the people at the very top.
I believe that the wealthy in this country have a responsibility to help solve that problem.
So does President Obama, who intends to raise taxes for singles making more than $200,000 a year, couples making more than $250,000, which will bring in $826 billion more over 10 years. But critics warn tax increases can be counterproductive, especially those the president wants on investment income, because they can slow down economic growth.
The only way the government's revenues can go up in real terms is if the economy grows, the tax base grows, there's more people working, there's more profits to business, there's larger payrolls to be taxed.
President Obama plans on pushing the capital gains tax rate from 15% to 20%, and health care reform adds on top of that a new 3.8% Medicare surtax on all investment income, including dividends.
Anytime the government raises taxes on savings and investments, like they are with this new Medicare tax, you're going to have less savings and investment.
Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush all lowered taxes on investment gains, which paid dividends to the government as well as investors.
First of all, every single time we've cut capital gains taxes, the revenue from capital gains taxes has gone up, not down, because you get more investment, stock prices go up, bond prices go up, and as those things go up, the government collects more capital gains tax revenue.
But those who favor tax increases on the wealthy say tax cuts for those with lower incomes help the economy more.
When you give a tax cut to someone who lives paycheck to paycheck, they spend most of it. But when you give a tax cut to somebody who has extremely high income, who already has more income than they can spend, then most of the tax cut is saved.
Critics respond by saying the rich don't just leave their money lying around, they put it to good use.
So it's not like they go home to their big mansion every day, look at their pile of money on the floor and say, hey, let's count it again just for fun. They don't do that. They invest it.
But proponents say the increases in taxes from 15% to 24% is not that much.
Top marginal rate on capital gains is the lowest point it's been since 1933.
So President Obama is about to make a bet in one of the most enduring debates in American politics. How much can the rich be taxed without hurting the